Today I'm going to be showing off every single dragon color for both the East and West dragon. But first we're going to talk to Michael Jackson here and give him our Robux so he can feed us the drink, which somehow changes the color of our dragon. I'm not really quite sure how it works. But normally you gotta go around and collect a bunch of berries. I'm just gonna spend a bunch of money so that way you guys can see all of the colors here for this video and see which dragon you actually want to go and try to get, because I think there's some pretty cool looking dragons in here, but it's pretty grindy going around and getting all these berries, so you guys want to know what they look like before you spend all the time or Robux. So here's the normal default East dragon that you start with. This is just the green one. You don't have to do anything to get this one. This is just how it's going to look when you first get it. And here's the same thing on the West dragon. You can see here it is with no armor, and here it is with the armor. Looks pretty good, pretty solid, but I think the other colors look just a little bit better. Next up, here is our first color. This is the yellow East dragon. It's a pretty easy color to get, and I think it looks pretty good. Next up, here is the same thing on the West dragon. So here's the West dragon with the armor. Here's with no armor. Here's with armor again. It honestly looks pretty good, but I think out of all the colors, this is probably my least favorite. Next up, here is the orange for the East dragon. Looks pretty good. I like how it looks pretty dark compared to the bright spots all over it. Next up, here's the same thing on the West dragon.
Hello.
Here's with the armor. Here's with no armor. Here's with armor again. Looks pretty good. And honestly, I think the orange is one of the nicer looking colors. Next up, here's the East dragon for the red color. And this one looks really cool in my opinion. I think the red looks really good on both of the dragons. I'll show you guys the West dragon here as well. The red West dragon, which I think looks absolutely cool. There's with the armor, without the armor. You can see that this is a cool looking dragon. Next, here's the East dragon for the blue color. Now, the blue color, I wish they had another variation, like a darker blue, but this light blue does look pretty good too. And here's the same thing on the West dragon. Here's with the armor, here's without the armor. This one looks pretty good. This one, I feel like this one looks a little bit darker, the blue on the West dragon, than on the East dragon. Next up, one of my favorite colors. Here's the purple dragon. I think this one just looks so cool with the bright spots and then the dark purple. Really cool. This is probably my second favorite color, only after the black, which you'll see here in a second. But here's the West dragon for purple. Looks pretty good. I think this purple dragon looks a little better than the other purple dragon, just in my opinion. But this is a really cool looking color. Here's the best color of all, the black dragon. The East black dragon. I don't even have to say anything. This one's just so cool. The old dragon, you needed 600 mastery for. This one, you just gotta go around and collect some fruits. Next, the black West dragon. Without the armor, with the armor. This is a very cool color. Everybody, subscribe and comment your favorite color.